Hey, it's Gene from the Assisted Living Network. You know, life doesn't end at 70 years old. And if you have a parent or a grandparent who's getting to that age, life isn't over. As a matter of fact, there's some things that you can do very specifically to help them live a very robust life, a comfortable life, and stay healthy with a long life ahead of them. Let me share some of those insider secrets, if you will. Number one, staying active is incredibly important. If you just simply lie on the couch, things are going to slow down. As a matter of fact, I was having a dinner with a friend just last night with his wife, and they were talking about a friend that they went to go visit. And he was financially well off, but he was very active, and his wife encouraged him to just take a year off. Take a year off. And this other gentleman did. Not my friend, but his friend who he was visiting recently. Took a year off, and they said they visited him, and it was amazing. He seemed like he had aged 10 years. He just stopped doing things actively, being out there. So what is it? If somebody actually retires, they're 60, 70 years old, and they say, that's it, I'm not going to work. What are they doing? Where are their interests? They can still do something, but maybe it's volunteer. Maybe it's where they're passing on their wisdom or helping somebody else reach their goals. They're at the point in life where they're giving back, not taking from. Maybe they're building that legacy for them. So when it comes to assisted living, how does this all come together? You know, a lot of times people come to our homes and they're frankly just not that old. We've had people as young as 49. Now, they're not giving up. They had a serious health issue, and that's why they had to get that assisted living. But most are in their 80s. But sometimes they come in and they are 72, 74, 78, and frankly, there's no reason to have given up or be physically incapable of taking care of yourselves unless there is a true major medical condition. So a lot of those people, they just simply got inactive. So in our homes, when somebody moves in, we try to keep them active. Exercise, senior yoga, music, pet therapy, and so on. One of our residents, I was at the home last week, and it was so fun because I sat down with him and I said, how you doing? He said, I'm doing great. Just got back from dancing. He went out to dance, and then he came back to the house, to the club that he used to be at. He went out there to dance for a couple of hours, enjoyed time with friends. It keeps him active, and yet he's in our assisted living home, being taken care of 24/7. But obviously he has the energy. Now, if he just said, that's it, I'm not going to go. I'm not going to ask my kids to pick me up and take me there. He would just kind of slowly fade away. That's not what we want. We want to keep them active. So what is it you want to be looking for in an assisted living home, or to keep those people that are getting older, not elderly, but just getting older? Maybe they're 70. Pickleball is a great sport. Do that. Tennis is a little bit harder on somebody who's older, so golf. 9 holes is fine, and a shorter course is fine. But keeping them active with an activity, maybe it's swimming in a pool. But getting together socially and interacting is a very important element of it. It's not just the physical exercise, it's the mental exercise of talking with somebody, discussing with somebody. Maybe it's a book reading group. They get together and they discuss things. Maybe it's a movie. They see a movie and they have a conversation about it. Maybe it's music. We've got a lot of people that used to be former musicians and they used to sing in the barbershop quartet and things like that. They need to plug back into those interests. Now, that should all happen before they move into assisted living, but even in assisted living, they can be doing some of those things right then and there. You know, it's a lot of fun when you see a senior just start to plug back into where they were when they were 10, 20, 30 years younger. One of our residents, I happened to see them recently, she has paintings on the wall in her bedroom. These are paintings, and they're really good, that she did herself decades earlier. And I said, you know what, we should get you an easel and some paintbrushes and see what you can do. And she was lit up. She was inspired. We've had other people that play music and they just haven't anymore because their fingers don't function the way they used to. But having the keyboard out so they can noodle around a little bit here and there can be a wonderful thing. But music is so powerful, and it's one of those things that can magically take you back to where you've been. Whether it be when you graduated from high school, when you had that first date, when you did that first thing, whatever it is, it just takes you right back. For me, it's 80s music. You start to sing those songs, you know the words, and things like Don McLean's and American Pie and all of those things that just come right back. And I remember when I heard it and sang it when I was a kid or younger. So the seniors are the same way. Different songs, same effect. Music is phenomenal. So go to concerts, see things, listen to records. That's something for you that are younger, you don't understand. They were round plastic discs that we would put on and a metal needle would scratch them. So today we have CDs or download the music digitally. We just hear it. Seniors can't quite get that, but if you pull out a turntable and you put the plastic disc on it, and those records that they used to listen to are cheap out there in the dollar store and the thrift store, so you can pick them up. In your residential assisted living home, that can be a phenomenal activity for them. Just playing music, the old time music. Music takes you back, it's phenomenal. So stay active physically, stay active mentally. I was having a conversation with a friend recently, and we're a little bit different when it comes to the political views that we have. And I love that, because if we're always talking to the same people about the same thing in the same way, it doesn't really inspire you. It doesn't take you to another level. But when you talk to somebody that has different ideas and they share what they believe and you share what you believe, and you have that interaction and exchange of ideas, my goodness, that is empowering, it's growing, it gives you power, juice, and energy. Seniors need that too. So whether you're 70 or whether you're 80 or whether you're 90 or more, you need to stay active physically and mentally. In a home, what you're looking for is that community, the other people that are around them. Can the mom or dad that you're bringing to the home, or the person who's looking to move into your home, can they relate to the other residents in that home? And if they used to do something or want to do something, you can bring that activity in. We have people that come in and do activities all week long, whether it be songs, whether it be guitar, whether it be pet therapy or senior yoga. All of those things can keep a senior active. When you're younger, you're out doing your thing, tennis, swimming, golf, hiking. When you're older, you slow down, but we still need to keep it going and keep those relationships happening. In assisted living, and especially in a residential setting, it's a home. And we can have fun in any way we want, any format we want. Whether it's playing cards with the bigger cards and the bigger numbers, or making a puzzle, not 1,000 piece, but maybe 100 or 200 piece. Whatever it takes to keep them active, that's where it's at. That's what it's all about. Hey, this is Gene from the Assisted Living Network saying do good and do well. If you like what you've seen and heard, please subscribe.